and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kamara gets it again on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run it again with Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Third and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw his car. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was certainly not a trip to remember.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. Touchdown, Eagles! Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 29 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Room past the 35, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before half for Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Back to throw now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a nice spin into some open field.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to the running game with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's into space past the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They give it off here to the tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd down. Here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
They like he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd down and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. One final try now for Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on